we've modified the Mini-Copter kit to make it much easier to assemble, particularly the hub right here. Now this new hub is all 3D printed, which makes assembly really quick and easy. You can see how small it is, and this is going to go inside the tube like this. So to assemble this, there's this piece right here, which is the hub. And if you look at it carefully, there's some little hooks right here, and these are for the rubber bands. And then on the ends right here are the little holes for the pins. And then there's a hole that runs through it that is for the graphite rod like this. All the little pieces are on this 3D printed, and this is called a raft. And we left them on here so that they wouldn't fall off. They will break off pretty easily. There are some extra pieces in case, they fall on the floor and you need some, but you're going to need 3 of the hinge pins like that. So there's 3, and then this piece right here is for the graphite rod. And this one is going to be really tight. You might need to round off the end of the graphite rod to get it to go through. It will go through, but it's going to be really tight once you get it started. Here we go. Okay, so it's going to go on there like that. Anyway, you're also going to need this piece right here. This is the nose cone base, and this will also just snap off of the piece right here, and this can be discarded after you're done with it. So this piece right here, we're going to start with, and we're going to glue that. We're going to stick the graphite rod through the hole, and you only need to go just so that the graphite rod just kind of sticks out a little bit. And we're going to take some medium or thick super glue and just put that in there. And we want to glue that in place. Just like that. And you can put a little bit of super glue accelerator on it if you're impatient like I am. Okay. So now if you look at this, on one end of the base, there's going to be a little notch. And that notch is for the hook. This is the loop that's on the nose cone. So the nose cone now is also 3D printed. And it's only going to go on one way. So if you wanted to use this nose cone by itself, you'd attach the shock cord right there. But so what we're going to do is we're just going to put it on there like that, check the fit. And you can see it fits on there really nice. Now these are 3D printed, and so they do have that notching, but our 3D printer is so nice that it's barely noticeable. But you are going to want to, before you paint it, just take some 400 grit sandpaper and just lightly sand it. And that will take off all the ridges, and it will be just super smooth. And it's just going to take just 30 seconds to a minute to sand this. Now I've already gone ahead and painted one up because I've gone ahead in the steps. So instead of gluing it to this one right here, I'm going to glue it to the painted one. And again, it's only going to go on one direction, just like that. And so what we'll do is we'll just take some super glue and go around the perimeter here, just very loose, very little bit. Doesn't take much. If you put too much on, you're going to be wiping it all off. And then you can also put it on the outside ribs like that, and that's going to give it a little extra strength. So I'm going to line it up and make sure that when you spin it, it spins straight. And this doesn't wobble, so that's good. And as I said, if there's any on the outside here, just take some sandpaper and sand that off. You just need to make sure that it goes into the tube. back here. All right, that's a good fit. This rod also needs to be 10.5 inches long, and that's measured from the front. So I'm going to pause here and get a ruler. Okay, this graphite rod needs to be 10.5 inches long from the one end. If you've already put it into the nose cone, now it needs to be 10 inches long. It's about 1/2 of an inch. So I'm just going to measure from here to here, and that's 10 inches. If it's a little short, that's okay. If it's a little long, you'll feel it. So just take your knife and just kind of rotate it on the table like that as a little sawing motion, and eventually it'll pop through. This little graphite dust, you don't want to be breathing that, so wipe that up with a little water. And again, you might just sand that edge a little bit, and that will make it easier to put on that little tube like there. Okay, you won't be able to do this, but if later on, before you assemble it, you can test it, and you'll stick it into the tube, and if it hits the engine mount back here, it's a little long, so then you'll just trim it up. But for now, there's a shot cord in there as well. For now, we're ready to start assembling the hub itself. For that, we're going to need these 3 pieces here. So most of these pieces were for the old version. So we're just going to need the hinge arms right here, and then this piece right here in the middle. And that's going to be glued onto the bottom of the hub. So you can just pop that out and pop these out. All right. And then there's also sometimes there's a pinhole there. You can just pop that out as well. Out of the middle. Oops, that one just fell out. Okay, so now you're going to take the 3 pins, and we're going to take the hinge arm. We're just going to put it through there like that, and you're going to align that hole, and then just drop the hinge pin into it like that, and it should rotate freely. Now I want to glue that pin in, because if I don't, it's just going to fall out. But I don't want to get any glue into that hole there, so I'm going to glue it after I have assembled it. So put it in here like this, and then we're just going to put in a little glue just on the outside edge, just to hold it in place. And the whole purpose is just to prevent it from falling out. And then do the other 2 as well. Just a little bit. You don't need much. Okay, and if you do everything right, they should be really floppy. Like that. So now this little piece right here is what sets the dihedral. So you see that it sticks up, and then we rotate it. And now the rubber bands here on the top above this piece, you're going to hook that rubber band to it. and then it's going to go into the notch here at the base of that hinge arm. So that's one, then there's just 3 of them. Like that. And then there's a 3rd one right here. Just like that. And then they will rotate down like that. And then they're going to spring open. Just like that. So now we're going to take our rod, stick that through there. You'll see that it spins freely on there. Just push it all the way up to the top. We're going to take the little tube piece and we're going to put that on there, and we're going to slide that all the way up till we get to the base of the hub. Now I want to leave just a tiniest little gap so that it spins freely. If I push it too hard, it's not going to rotate as much, as freely. So we want to give it just a little bit of gap, just so that it can spin freely. And then we're going to take some super glue. So you want to use thick for this, because you don't want to use thin, because what the thin is going to do, it's going to go underneath that tube, and it's going to lock that hub in place so that it doesn't spin freely. So just a tiny little drop right there. You can wipe that off. And now it's locked into place. All right, so that looks good. And now at this point, I'm going to test it just to make sure that everything works fine. Put my string back inside for right now. The string doesn't want to go in, it wants to keep popping out. Okay, so then you're going to fold these down. And we're just testing it to make sure that the hub right here, where all those the hinge pins are, goes into the tube pretty easily. There's just a tiny little bit of friction, but that's okay. There's going to be enough ejection charge. It's going to just come shooting right out of there. Okay, and then as soon as it comes out, it's going to release. So at this point, we're ready to glue on the blades. And so in the instructions, most of the instructions from this point on are identical. So putting the blades on, which is this right here, that's identical, and attaching the string right here to the graphite rod with this piece right here, this is also identical to what's I've done previously, so I'm not going to refilm that. Once I get everything together, I'll give you a final look at it, and I'll let you know that you can go ahead and launch. It's going to be great. So I'll be back.